Okay, we are back in the final stretches of everything. What I'm doing, I got some burnt umber pigment. That's for later on. We got some Citadel Mordheim turf. So there's not much area to put them on the manufactured ones. And I got some a little bit of gel super glue there, and got some pigment fixer. That's for later on. And let me get this going here. So let's see what kind of tuff we can jam in there. Let's see if we can stick one of those on. Actually, I don't like these tweezers. Let's do these. I want to have a little more control what I'm doing. So I'm going to grab this little tuft, get a little super glue on there. I'm going to jam it right into there. So look, I have a weed sticking out of it. That might be the only area you can do that in. Or maybe there's one more. Maybe I'll just do one on each of those. Let me find that area right there. So there's a little corner right there. We can jam one in there. Let's get a decent sized one. A little bit of glue. And we'll jam it in there. Perfect. And on this one, we're going to have a little more fun with it because we have a little bit of terrain to work with, our area, and real estate, whatever we want to call it. So let's grab a. I want to just yank that off there. I didn't want to do that. Let's get a big one going. Got that big gap, or not really a gap, but we have a big area right there. And then we can do some little ones around everywhere. Need a little more glue. What do I do with that? That's crazy. Okay, well, I'm missing a bottle of glue I just used. Let me grab some other glue. Here's some Loctite. And I'll be back in a second. We got a clogged. Yeah, we were back. Sorry about that. We had a little glue problem. So we're going to get some more of these little guys going around. Just little natural areas where it would show. I don't want to do too much. Get another medium-sized one. There. Let's do one more little one. Let's do one right there. Maybe one more. We gotta get one side area. There's so much area on these. And we'll do one of these decent sized ones right. Let's do it right here. So I'm going to let that dry for a second, then we'll come back. I'll show you my little trick to make them look a little more realistic. Because they're kind of, you can still see the these tufts have, these bottoms are really thick on there, and they don't look that good. But there's a way to camouflage it. So we'll be back in a second. Okay, we are back. So I'll show you what we're going to do. We got the burnt umber pigment. I'm going to fill up a junk brush with it, dry. And just going to go through the whole thing. And kind of pack it around it too. And then, to make it stay, we got the Secret Weapon pigment fixer. We put a little drop right on top. And that'll put everything in place. I'm going to show you like on a bigger piece right here. Grab the brush. So you have that, I don't know if you can see all that white in there. It just looks cruddy. And I'm trying to get a color close to the shadow color as we painted. And this will blend in. You want to put it all through there. You don't have to see that white. It's terrible. Well, this might make a couple more than a drop or two. Probably 2 drops. Got that off. And this one, maybe 3. That's 4 for good luck. 1 in the corner. So we'll let all that dry. So I'm going to fix all this up, and we'll be back and show it to you, and then we'll hit it with a dull coat, and we're done. And then we'll show it with some soldiers. Thanks. I'm back real quick again. I feel like I knocked back those bushes a little bit too much, or maybe they're just too dark when I started with. I got some model color sand yellow. This is going to be an experiment right on film, and I'm going to, that's way too much of that paint in that brush, but let's see here. I'm going to go over the just kind of bring it back a little bit. Go in these areas. There's a slight highlight on the vegetation. I don't know how well that worked. It adds a little bit to it. I didn't know, it's not what I expected, but it's better than it was. There. I'll show you. Now it gives it a little more color, and then you can't see how it's attached. This looks a little more natural. So we're going to call these done. I'm going to hit them with a little dull coat, and then I'm going to put them on the board with the soldiers, and that's it. As usual, thank you for joining me. Okay, we are back real quick. We are obviously done, and this is what they look like on the game board. I think they show up pretty nicely. We got a little Marine walker with a Marine getting blocked off by this poor little Nazi. Or Axis, I guess they call them in Dust. So, yeah, they turned out really nice. I look forward to printing more of those out, and I really like how we added the little rings and plates to the Dust Tactics thing. They're kind of bringing them together, add a little more detail and excitement. So, as usual, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks again.